Hello, and welcome to Zach's Shopping for Stocks. I'm your host, Maddy Johnson, an editor here at Zach's. Today is March 21st, and hopefully we have all recovered physically and emotionally, I will say, from last week's blizzard. While we didn't get as much snow as our friends did on the East Coast here in Chicago, we did get a solid amount thanks to that sneaky thing called lake effect snow. I know I woke up last Tuesday morning and I was just like, oh, so there's just 2 feet of drifted snow piled up on my sidewalk. That's fantastic, especially in March. I love that. I love it when that happens. But hopefully, I know we all bundled up in our luxuriously warm Canada Goose parkas. I know I didn't because I don't have one, unfortunately. But now I would love to spend another episode talking about the newly public retailer. They just filed their IPO last Thursday, and it was actually quite successful. But I think that is because of the blizzard, or winter storm, Stella is its formal name. Because if I do, there is a good chance I will convince myself to order one of those $1,000 coats. But I need to protect my wallet a little. So let's discuss something a little slightly less dangerous, and that would be cosmetics. More specifically, cosmetics giant Ulta Beauty and its burgeoning competitor, e.l.f. Beauty. Now, Ulta and e.l.f. are two very different. They're not very different, but they're different enough from each other. So Ulta, as we all know, is like the Amazon of beauty, and it houses and sells all of your favorite brands. So from Clinique and Lancome to Urban Decay and Benefit and Smashbox to higher-end brands like NARS and just probably about a bajillion others. Ulta is also known for its wide selection of skincare and hair care and fragrance, as well as makeup and hair tools and men's products. Their men's product selection is booming right now. They also have a popular in-store salon and rewards program for customers. e.l.f. Beauty, on the other hand, and it's not e.l.f. as in elven creatures. e.l.f. stands for eyes, lips, and face. And e.l.f. Beauty is a makeup brand company, and it's actually, funnily enough, sold at some Ulta stores and at their online website. The company, which went public last fall, they sell everything from foundation and blush, bronzer. They sell eyeliner and mascara and lipstick, plus everything in between. You can also find e.l.f. Beauty products at drugstores like CVS, big box stores like Target, and even Old Navy. I know I was in the Old Navy at, I think, the flagship Old Navy on State Street. And e.l.f. Beauty has, you know how in Old Navy their checkout aisle is just filled to the brim with weird little like sample sizes of just random stuff? Well, e.l.f. Beauty has almost an entire aisle dedicated to the products at Old Navy, which is kind of interesting. So while each company is different, Ulta is pretty similar, is actually more similar to Sephora. And Sephora is a beauty retailer known for offering luxury makeup products. So think Chanel, Christian Dior, Giorgio Armani. So if you want to spend the big bucks, you go to Sephora. And Ulta and e.l.f. share one common factor, however, besides just being in the cosmetics industry. They're seemingly Amazon-proof. Now, we can definitely say that about Ulta right now, but the way that e.l.f. is growing, like a definite characteristic for them going forward too. But why? Why are Ulta and e.l.f. Beauty Amazon-proof, especially in this current retail environment? So I think it's a simple answer. And people, especially women and some men, I'm not judging, still want to look good. And Ulta and e.l.f. offer customers this opportunity at a cheap price. Now, if you didn't catch my drift earlier on, makeup can be very expensive. I know this firsthand, but, I also prefer really expensive makeup, and that's maybe my own fault. NARS, Charlotte Tilbury, and Bobbi Brown are my go-to brands, and many products within these brands, they fall into the $35 to $50 range per product, so that's not cheap. Now, while I don't have to replace these products every month, it's still expensive when I do. And when I look at my makeup bag, it's pretty small and compact, I like to think, but including brushes and random tools, it's probably close to $500 to $550 just in this one little bag that I can throw in a larger tote when I'm traveling or when I just need to take it with me. And then when I think about that price, I'm just wow, I'm in awe of myself. I'm just in awe of the industry. I'm in awe of that I was suckered into buying so many products at quite high prices. But in almost intense contrast, e.l.f.'s products can go as low as a few dollars. So you can pick up foundation for just $6, which is insane to me since I usually spend close to $50. I was looking through their website, e.l.f.'s beauty website. You can get most of what you would need for under $10 per product. But I can't attest to e.l.f.'s quality. I've never used their products, but I do know that the brand is popular among some beauty bloggers and budget-conscious shoppers, and that they stress high quality at low prices. Now, Ulta is known for elevating without alienating. Its higher-end brands are balanced out by drugstore mass-market brands like L'Oreal and Maybelline. So you can find the Lancôme and the Clinique, as well as your favorite L'Oreal and Maybelline that you would normally have to go to a drugstore or a Walmart to get. Beauty products, both in stores and online, are continually moving off shelves. They're the almost like, besides grocers, I feel like they're the one thing that you need, maybe not need, but always want to purchase on a monthly, weekly, bi-weekly basis. And this makes Ulta and e.l.f. standouts in a struggling retail landscape, and one that we all know, without a doubt, that Amazon currently dominates. Both companies posted really impressive earnings results lately, with increases across the board. So looking ahead, Ulta expects comparable sales growth of about 8 to 10% for fiscal 2017, and to grow its online sales in the 40% range. The company will also be adding MAC to its brand portfolio, and MAC is an incredibly popular mid-price point makeup brand, so it's not quite as expensive as NARS or Benefit or Tarte, which are some of Ulta's top sellers, but it's incredibly popular among bloggers. It's used at fashion shows, and it's almost like a cult makeup brand. I was reading somewhere that it first gained popularity because Madonna back in the 90s wore its lipstick at some award show, and it just soared after that. But e.l.f., kind of going forward, is looking at net sales in the range of $285 to $295 million, with adjusted net income in the range of $21 million to $23 million for fiscal 2017. e.l.f. and Ulta have each taken advantage of certain aspects of the thriving cosmetics industry. While e.l.f. is targeting young, diverse makeup enthusiasts with quality makeup, Ulta is creating a beauty experience for its shoppers, and that's really important. It's a modern retailer that understands exactly what its customer wants and needs and gives it to them in a really fresh and exciting way. I can only expect e.l.f. and Ulta stocks to benefit as a result. So I think that does it for today's episode of Shopping for Stocks. I could talk about makeup for probably 20 more minutes, but I will spare you all. Thanks for listening, and remember, if you think I missed anything or you have a topic in mind you think should be covered, shoot me an email at podcast@zax.com. You can also check out all of our other exclusive audio content at zax.com/podcast. And remember to subscribe and leave a rating on iTunes. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time in the Zax Shopping for Stocks podcast.